Hey everyone, welcome to Taste Different Gaming Appetizers. And what are we talking about this time? Rainbow Six, Ubisoft Rainbow Six Siege. So, Rainbow Six Siege has been on an ongoing success for Ubisoft for nearly a decade now and shows no sign of slowing down. It was just in March, in fact, the game set new all-time concurrent player record on Steam of more than 200,000 users. But not everyone was thrilled, as they had an announcement over this past weekend or so of a new subscription service coming to Siege called R6 Membership, which promises exclusive content drops, animated skins, and premium battle pass access for $10 a month. Siege's upcoming Year 9 Season 2, that's a lot to say, Year 9 Season 2, will feature a complete remaster of the Recruit, the game's original operator, which will get a new look. What is that? All right, there we go. I don't know what that is. Anyway, like I was saying, which will get a new look, new attacker and defender archetypes, and that will enable two different gadgets to be selected depending on the chosen role. In lieu of the new operator, premium battle pass owners will get a voucher that can be redeemed for any operator currently in the lineup. Those who already own all the operators in Rainbow Six Siege will instead be given 600 R6 credits. That's the virtual money to buy what you want. But in addition to the R6 membership that has some players unhappy, for $10 per month or $80 for an annual sign up, subscribers get continuous stream of premium content that keeps your ops equipped with the best exclusive gear. Monthly content drops will include a limited time legendary item, sometimes animated for extra flair, and an epic operator bundle, along with monthly cosmetics, Bravo packs, and full access to the premium battle pass with 10 level skips. On Reddit, a user by I am Boj, he posted a clip, or he posted a short clip of the reaction, but he also said that the crowd broke out in chants of robbing bastards. Premium battle passes remain available for purchase separately for 2,100 R6 credits, which works out to about $10 each. So players who are only interested in that content can still take the less expensive path to get it. So basically, you know, you can still buy the battle pass if you want to go that route, but this premium membership is what they're kind of going with now. And we're gonna I'm gonna go over to Shane. We're gonna talk about this, but I don't know. It's like, yeah, robbing bastards, I get it. But the problem is, and here's the problem, is people are going to buy it anyway. People are super upset right now, chanting, "You bastards, you robbing, you penny pinchers," and everything like that. And as soon as it comes out, all those people will turn around and buy a yearly subscription for $80 to the Rainbow Six premium consumer, take my $80 battle pass, right? Whatever it is. They'll turn around and do it anyway. That's why Ubisoft and all these other companies that do stuff like this know they can do it, because they know they'll get away with it. No matter how upset people get, no matter how pissed off people get around these, battle passes and various ways to nickel and dime the hell out of you, they'll still turn around and do it. Because Rainbow Six Siege, Fortnite has something similar to this too. They have a monthly subscription service that you can buy. The difference, though, is Fortnite's a free-to-play game. You can go download the game and play it, whereas Siege is not. Now, Siege typically is not that expensive for the base package, but once you tack on all the operator bundles and the battle pass and all that stuff, then it gets to a pretty pricey game. So it makes sense for Ubisoft to do something like this, but let's not kid ourselves. I mean, it is scummy. It is downright robbing the community, but the community is still going to turn around and buy it anyway. So it's like, prove it by not buying it. Where Ubisoft has to turn around once it comes out and they go, "Oh, this is a bad idea. We're just losing people left and right," because it ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's probably going to be the best thing they ever did since sliced bread. Shane, what do you think about this?
I think it just goes to show what Ubisoft is about. Another divisive, disgusting for-profit ideal. I get that game manufacturers have to make profit. I do. I understand. I've been playing games pretty much all my life. Started off with rock and a stick, and now I'm up to the PC and, PS5 and Series X. I get they need to make profits. But the path that these developers are taking, and Ubisoft is on the even crappier end of a crappy spectrum. It's terrible. It is not going to stop gamers from doing what they're going to bitch about. They're going to buy it. The game is hugely popular. It is a fun game. I mean, it really is. I enjoy it. But it's not a $10 a month game. That's a freaking MMO. I would rather play Final Fantasy 14 online or I don't know, Netflix. It's ridiculous to pay that kind of money for what they're offering. And the problem is the season passes are going to come out with less because it's all going to go into the $10 a month premium bullcrap. It's stupid. It's disgusting. It's scummy. It's wrong. And people will just buy it up. The people are the problem. The gaming community complains about so many things and still buys them. We're just as guilty about a lot of these things. We are. We don't buy loot boxes and we don't go in for season passes and things like that very often. But we still buy into certain things we probably shouldn't. Helldivers, I bought some of the war bonds, I think is what they were called, just so I could get to that next package of whatchamajiggers, where you get the different armor and weapons and things like that. I did. I spent $20 and I hated myself for it. But that game has had better longevity than I would have expected. That game is funner than I expected. So I try to give myself a little credit there, but honestly, I fell into the same trap many, many gamers do. I bought something I knew I shouldn't have because it shouldn't be something you sell like that. If that game would have been, I think Helldivers was only $30 though. So I don't feel as bad about it. But Rainbow Six, when it first released, I believe it was $60. And then I know you can buy it a lot cheaper now because it's been out for 10 years almost. But it's just such a terrible thing to do to your fan base. I mean, robbing bastards is not even remotely close to what I describe it as. But I can't say that on here. We'll get booted. But it does involve blown out sphincters. So Ubisoft has really disappointed me over the last 20 years. It used to be an Ubisoft game was a hit before it released. And now the only thing it wants to hit is your wallet. They don't put out quality like they used to. They don't put out memories like they used to. Now it's just how much you got left in your billfold. Can I have it? That's it. Ubisoft has just become the kind of like a description I was given earlier when we were talking offline. Ubisoft is the televangelist of the gaming community. They're going to say and do whatever they can to get more of your money, tithings, to get your tithings. So it's disgusting. I'm glad there's outrage among the gaming community. I'm glad there's outrage among the Rainbow Six community. But how much rage is it truly? Because if you're mad and you still go out and buy it, that's your fault. That's not Ubisoft's. That's when you take ownership of the mistake. That's when you take ownership of the thing you're complaining about. Like I said, we've done it. We try not to. We're pretty good about it, but we've all really, really want that, kind of thing. So we do it, and then we hate ourselves for it. It's like, eating ice cream on a diet. Just, it's wrong, but you're going to do it because it's good. So that's all. That's really all I got to say, because it's hard not to get into a rant about what Ubisoft was to who they are now. I've done it 1,000 times anytime their name comes up. They started off with the gospel of gaming, and now they're down there, trying to steal all your, Social Security money.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like you said, it is a scummy thing to do, but again, they're trying to get more money. But we are, we're not saints when it comes to that. Like you said, we're bad about buying that stuff too. One thing is, I love Helldivers, and I have not bought the super credits. I think I'm the only one that has not.
Yeah, Pat. They got Pat and they got me, the bastards.
Yeah. I have not, and surprisingly, because that would be something I do. I just hadn't yet. Yet I say, because I've cleared out the first battle war bond, the free one that you get, and then the one that I did buy because I got enough super credits in the game. I've almost gotten everything unlocked on it, so I'm like, I don't have anything to unlock after this. I'm hoping to get enough super credits to unlock something else before I have to end up spending money. But yeah, we're bad about it too. So that's why I'm glad, like you said, that there's outrage and people are mad about it. But how long are they going to be mad about it? Right. I mean, these things happen all the time, and there's outrage online, there's outrage from people, but in the end, those things still stick around, and other companies start doing them because, Rainbow Six Siege starts it, or Fortnite starts it, whoever starts it, and it does really well for them. And so another one does it, and people are like, and then it does really well for them. And so another one does it, like, gamers are all mad about it, but yet they turn around and they're like, all right, here's my credit card, you bastards.
If you cuss them while you're putting your credit card information, it takes the sting off.
Yeah. Takes the sting away a little bit. So it's one of those things where if you're truly upset, and if the community is truly upset, then you have to show that by, not buying into this membership when it releases, right? And show the Ubisoft that you're not interested in this by either the player count drastically reduces when it comes down, or no one purchases the membership or whatever. And then they're like, okay, well, it just didn't work out. People are not interested in this. But more than likely, people will be interested in it, and it'll probably sell like hotcakes to them. The people will probably go on there, and especially those dedicated to playing Rainbow Six Siege, they'll probably spend the $80 annual fee to get it for a year, right? If you're religiously playing the game, then people will go out and do that. So as much as we or other people might be mad, at the same time, I'm like, okay, yeah, it sucks. It's crappy, but the community is going to back it up as much as they're angry about it. So it's kind of like you're doing it to yourself, really.
Yeah, I mean, it literally is. It's like burning your hand on the stove, cussing, and then using your other hand to check to see if it's still hot. We just don't learn our lessons. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and condemn everybody. There are a certain group that just don't care, because money is more fluid and, they've got time. But, that hurts the gaming community. So, shame on us for doing the things that we shame on them, So, but hopefully this will start when Sony did the Helldivers PSN account BS, the gaming community, the Steam community specifically, came together and said, "Suck my butt," and Sony backed down. Sony don't usually back down for anybody, and they did. They backed down from the PSN requirement for Helldivers. Now, if the gaming community can do that with all of these ridiculous things, with all these money grubbing BS things that these gaming developers are doing, it's going to benefit the gaming community. Because if you take away their ability to get that extra buck out of you for the bull crap, they might actually put that time into the game itself to give you something better, to put more quality into it, to entice you to buy it more. Because that's what Ubisoft used to be. Amazing games, amazing experiences. Now it's just, here's a game, give me some money, I'll sell you an experience. Depends on, you if it's excellent or not. So that's just me.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. And, like you said, we're a part of the problem as well, right? But if gamers, if the community wants developers and publishers and these companies that make games that we love to not do the things we don't like, then we have to vote with our wallets, and we have to make it known that this is not acceptable. The reason why so much of this crap, battle passes, the DLC, the extravagant collector's editions that barely give you anything, but they cost an arm and a leg. The reason why these things are out there and they're still being made, manufactured, and produced is because the community, even though get pissed off about it, they still turn around and buy every copy of it, right? Or whatever. So there have been times where the community has come together and reverted changes, but if we want these nickel and diming escapades to eventually stop, we have to vote with our wallets. Otherwise, if we don't, then what incentive does the company have to stop doing those things? They don't have one, right? They're not just going to be like, they're not going to Scrooge one day, wake up and they got visited by 3 ghosts and now their hearts changed, right? No, they're not the Grinch where their heart grew 3 sizes that day.
No, but your wallet will get emptied 3 sizes smaller.
Your wallet will get 3 sizes smaller that day.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, you've got to vote for your wallet, and we're the same way. We got to vote with our wallets. We're just as bad, right? But we've got, as a community, we've got to do this. Otherwise, when these things happen, don't be surprised, right?
Yep. We need to make sure that the developers that decide to create, for an example, a DLC. Elden Ring DLC is coming out very soon. 1 DLC. That's all they've been working on. 1 DLC for a game that's 2 years old now. Coming up on 2. Somewhere around that. That is a game that is worth buying a DLC for. 1. Granted, it's been a long time. That's the biggest problem I have with it. But the game was massive. The game was quality. The game was great. They're coming out with 1 DLC that's supposed to be excellent in size. So it's not going to be some 1 hour, one and done bullcrap like so many of these other game companies. As an example, that's the way it should be done. Granted, I think the DLC should have been a lot sooner. But I don't feel
it's going to be like an expansion.
Exactly. It's more, exactly. It's more of an expansion. And that's the way these things should be. Certain games come out with DLC. Certain games come out with additional things that I think are probably okay to buy. But 96% of these are just cash grabbing things that are destroying the gaming market. I don't know. I'm not going to get into the whole vote with your wallet thing because we've done that a billion times and nobody's doing it. We have a problem with it too. So
Yeah, From Software, they're usually good with their DLC. I've bought in a lot of their DLC for Dark Souls and stuff, and their DLC is usually, it's not just a one thing. It's like a whole new region with new enemies and new weapons and new items, and like, it's at least 5 hours of content, right? Like
Yeah.
it's a whole
And
new
it didn't
area with the
break
whole
your
thing.
it didn't break your bank though, did it either?
Right, right, exactly. And it's great content too. Like sometimes the weird, I mean, the weird thing about From Software is their main game is really really good, but their DLCs are like incredible, right? And it's really weird when it comes to that, because like at Dark Souls, some of their DLC was just absolutely amazing compared to the game that was great. So it's like uh, I'm really hoping for the Elden Ring DLC to be really good. So I'm excited to play it. But anyway, that's all we got to say about this, I guess. Yeah, just don't be surprised. I mean, it's coming. If you're a Rainbow Six Siege player, you can look forward to paying the monthly. It's going to be like Fortnite. Fortnite has the same thing. They have a monthly Fortnite crew, I think it's what it's called, or something like that, which is their monthly service. Or you can buy just the battle pass, right, which is like $10 or something like that. So Rainbow Six is basically just doing the same thing. So again, if you don't like it, don't buy it. But the people, most of the people who bitch about it will probably end up buying it anyway. So let us know down in the comments below. What do you think? Do you like Rainbow Six? Do you like these membership packages? What's your thoughts on the whole thing? Let us know down in the comments. Other than that, thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure, if you're not subscribed, do us a favor, help us out. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notifications to stay up to date with new videos that we do all the time, and we will see you next time.
See ya.